I heard that you guys are moving into a condominium. My son told me about it.
Oh, yeah, we've been looking at one for a while now, and we finally decided to move into it.
You better be thankful that my son is such a good guy. I feel so bad. He must have worked his butt off to make all that money to move into those rooms. It makes me tear up even thinking about what he must have gone through. I guess that it's true that there's light at the end of the tunnel. My son finally seeing the light after working so hard.
Yes, I think so too. It feels like a dream still. We've had no one to lay up against when it came to finances. It's been a long journey, starting from a one-bedroom home in the middle of nowhere out in the country.
Are you implying something right now? It feels like you're blaming me for not helping you guys out and resenting me because of it.
No, not at all. Of course, I'd be lying if I said that I'm not jealous of those newlywed couples who get help from their parents so they can move into a nice house. But we're just happy about the fact that you're here beside us without any complications with your help.
Is that so? I feel like I had to fish that out of you, but I'll believe it as you said. You're almost making it sound like you want me to move in with you guys.
That's not exactly what I meant, but of course we'd be happy to have you over anytime.
Wow, look at you get startled by what I just said. Is it that scary that I might come live with you guys? Mason's my only son. I don't have any other children other than him. And as his wife, you've never thought about the day that I'll come to live with you guys due to getting older? The more I get older, the more I lose my energy. Do you not feel bad that I'm starting to suffer with just being alive? My honest feelings are that I want to come live with you guys, get some help with living for the rest of my life, see you guys be good kids toward me, and enjoy being in the presence of my grandchildren.
Helen, you're only 65. There's nothing wrong with your health as of now. Don't you think that it's a little too early to be talking about us taking you in?
You are sounding a little condescending with your words. Don't you feel it yourself? Do I need to be sick and old to move in with my son? You already don't want me to live with you guys when I'm still healthy and able to move around on my feet by myself. How could I be so sure that you'd want to take me in with my son if I got sick and so old that I can't even move on my own? Am I wrong about this? I can already hear you brainstorming and rolling around trying to figure something out so that you won't have to let me live with you guys.
That's not what I'm doing right now. It's just not easy to add another person to the family because we haven't done that since day one. The reason why we moved over here is that we needed a bigger house. The kids are getting older and older. After they hit puberty, they've been being headstrong about wanting their rooms. So I had to give each of them their own room. There aren't any other rooms left open for you to move in.
Be quiet. In what world do people not have the same problems that you do? Do you need to come up with all these excuses and say this and that, all because you don't want me to come live with you guys? Can you not be a little more open-minded and just accept that your mother-in-law wants to come live with you? What I don't understand is why you're so nosy about what I want to do with my son. Is it wrong that a mother wants to come live with her son in his house? What a disgrace! I wonder if people born in your generation all go to the same school to learn how to talk back to their elders. They think their elders are a joke and have no respect for them these days. It's so shameful to watch.
I'm trying to explain to you what the situation is looking like and why it's a little difficult for you to move in. But if you're just gonna disregard and ignore whatever I say, what am I supposed to do? You're going as far as to insult me, make me look like some person who doesn't care about people who need some help. Also, it's not just your son's house. It's also the wives and the children's house, too. I'll try to talk about it with Mason and the kids and see what they think. I'll text you back.
Make sure you raise those children right and teach them manners and good morals. You think you'll stay young forever, don't you? But don't get it wrong. The next thing you know, as soon as you get caught up, you'll find out that you've become an old grandma. Don't be lazy with raising my grandchildren right and keep an eye on them. Do you understand?
I'm an ordinary woman who's been married for the past 20 years. My husband and I have 2 kids, one in high school and the other in middle school. When I first got married, I was afraid of my mother-in-law because she's always been like a tiger, fierce and stubborn. I couldn't even make eye contact with her back then. Whenever there would be important holidays like Thanksgiving, I'd have my firstborn in my arms and the other on my back, making food and preparing for the holidays. I'd do the same for Helen's birthdays too. Not only that, but she'd make me show up twice every single week and help her clean around the house, make food, and do the laundry. There were many days when she'd make me hand wash the laundry, including her underwear. I thought that was what everybody did back then, and I felt bad that Helen had to be widowed at a fairly young age because my father-in-law passed away early on in my marriage. I tried my best to do everything in her favor so that she won't fall into depression or feel lonely after his death. However, my children grew more and more as time passed by, and when that happened, my husband and I decided that it was best for me to start working because the expenses were becoming bigger and bigger. I asked Helen if she could babysit them just for the time being that I'm at work, but she refused my request on the spot. She told me, "You had those kids, so you take care of them. Are you in your right mind to ask your old mother-in-law to babysit 2 kids?" She openly showed that she didn't want to help me out with that, but I let it slide because I tried to understand where she was coming from. After all, everyone has their problems in their lives. Whenever I think about those days when I would work at a factory all day while taking care of 2 children, it makes me tear up. Even though Helen has been pretty unhelpful in that aspect, I still wanted to show my gratitude to her and send her $1,000 to her bank account every month. When she would tell me that she was sick or somewhere hurts her body, I'd throw everything aside and take her to the hospital and keep her company. But now that I don't want her to move in with us into her home, she wants to forget about everything that she did to me and the things that I did for her, and make me look like the bad daughter-in-law. As I was thinking about how to deal with this, I came back home from work one day to find that Helen had moved into our house with all of her stuff in her hand. "Mason, when you get off work, can you come straight back home? Your mom told me that you've given her permission to move into our house. Is this true? She's here now."
Well, what was I supposed to tell her? I can't say no to her moving in when she's old and weak.
You should have at least talked about it with me. What am I supposed to do with her when she just comes into our home all unexpectedly?
Why are you talking like that? It's as if she bombarded our home or something. Is this how you talk about your mother-in-law?
There are only 3 rooms in this house. We use one of them, and Evie and Jonah use the other 2. Where is she gonna sleep?
Then just make Jonah and Evie share the rooms together. If they use one of the rooms together and have my mom use the other, what's the big deal?
How can you make 2 siblings, already in their teenage years, share a room? They're too big now to be sharing a room.
Then what do you want me to do about it? Just have mom sleep in the living room for tonight then.
And you're fine with letting an elderly person sleep in the living room? How about we let her sleep in our room for tonight? We can sleep in the living room.
Hell no, I can't sleep on that couch. Just tell mom to sleep on the couch in the living room. I'm busy right now, so stop bugging me, and I'll see you later at home. See you.
Mason! Helen, can you please open this door? I know you're inside the house. Why did you change the locks to the door? I don't think I need to explain to you how rude and ridiculous that is.
I changed it to not have you inside of the house. Don't you get it?
What are you talking about? Why can't I go inside of my own house with my own free will?
Whose house are you calling this? This is my son's house that he bought with his money. You've been able to live like a queen or whatever thanks to my son working like a slave out there. and you wanted to have the audacity of making your mother-in-law sleep in the living room? I have never heard of such a thing happening. You do me dirty like that and want to come back into the house? No, I don't approve of that at all. Get out of here. Also, I need you to get a divorce from my son. I can't live with a wretch like you. You treated me like a peasant, and I don't appreciate that. I have no business dealing with a bug like you, so get out of my sight.
I get that you're upset and angry at me, but this is way too much. How can you say something like that? I don't think you're starting to catch dementia at that age, so what is going on with you? I've had enough and lived enough. Besides, my kids are already in high school and middle school. I'm not going to tear up and cry when you yell at me anymore. I'm not that same daughter-in-law that said, "Yes, ma'am," if you told me to get out of the house like I used to. It's unbelievable that you'd act out like this just because you had to sleep in the living room for one night. It's astonishing. What was I supposed to do? Was I supposed to make you sleep with my husband in our room?
What's so wrong with that? Is it that weird that a mom sleeps with her son in the same bed as him? Is there a law saying that I can't do that? Also, do you think that I'm being like this because you made me sleep in the living room last night? I've never thought of you as my daughter-in-law. Not once, ever since 20 years ago when you got married to Mason. What did you do for me until now? You've never given me anything more expensive than $200 on my birthday, and for my 60th birthday you gave me $3,000 and called it a day. Other people get to go on trips and travel the world because their son and their daughter-in-law do them justice. But you've done nothing like that for me. You've never even done or given me anything worthwhile.
I've never gone traveling like that in my whole life either. If you wanted to, shouldn't you make the money yourself to do that? When Mason and I got married, you were just 45. You haven't worked a single day as far as I know ever since. I've given you $1,000 each month even though my family's also struggling. Why are you dismissing that part?
Everybody does that for their in-laws. Don't act like you're doing me a huge favor. Anyway, I stand by what I said. I can't live with you anymore, so get divorced from Mason and get out of this house. There can only be one breadwinner in the household, and there can't be more than one woman in the kitchen. There can't be two suns up in the sky. So you get out of this house. I'm going to enjoy my life with my grandchildren, which are our bloodline. So dismiss yourself while you are permitted to.
I don't think I want to do that.
What did you just say?
I was the one that made most of the money to move into this house. It was the result of my going to the factory and working for the last 16 years. I didn't spend any money on anything that wasn't needed. This house is under my name, which I bought with my own money. How can you tell the owner of the house to leave?
What? Why are you claiming that this house is yours? Mason told me that the house was under his name. I'm sure of it.
I guess he wanted to show off since he's the man or whatever, and you took it in just as he said it. I'm going to repeat myself one more time, but I bought this house with my money. Mason only helped out with a small portion of it.
Now you're just flat out lying. How much money could you have made working at a factory to get into a condominium? My son is the one that goes to work at a big company and makes the big bucks. There's no way that it was you that made the money, so stop lying and making a fool out of yourself.
Your son is all bark and no talk. He's no more or less than that. When he gets his paycheck, all he contributes to the family is $500, and he even makes me give you the $1,000 out of my paycheck. I must be the only wife in this entire world who's never even seen a picture of her husband's paycheck statement. I didn't want to get divorced because I didn't want my kids to become fatherless. I made all of the money to get the kids their clothes to wear, food to eat, and supplies to buy for school. I saved up every little penny that I could to get this house. Do you get it now?
Is that true? Well, then where did all of that money that Mason makes go to?
Why are you asking me that? Go ahead and ask the greatest son alive in existence where he put all that money. I asked him if he could chip in just $1,000, but he refused right off the bat and said he has no money saved up at all. I don't understand how you raised him, but he has no idea what saving and budgeting are. I want to ask you what happened on that part.
There's no way that's true. Mason is the smartest and the most deep, thoughtful person that I know.
There were many times that I wanted to leave this useless man, but I let it slide because of our kids. But now it's different. I'm glad that you brought it up. If you want me to get divorced from him, then so be it. I'll agree to get a divorce with him, so please kindly hold your son's hand and get out of my house.
What did you just say? Is this how you talk to your mother-in-law? Where am I supposed to go anyway?
I don't care about that. If you want to go live in the streets or find a shelter, go ahead and find one. Once Mason and I get divorced, you'll be nothing but just some old granny on the streets. So I'll call you just that. You selfish and psychopathic woman. Stop acting as if you rule over me because you don't anymore at least. Take your belongings and leave. If you don't want to end up in jail and eat slop for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, please get out of my house now.
Wait just a minute, June. I don't understand what's going on. This is not what I expected was going to happen. I think there might be some misunderstanding going on. How can you get divorced from Mason? You have 2 kids with each other. Don't you think that's a little too hasty? Can't you see how difficult it is to live and work as a single woman with 2 kids? Just look at me. I've struggled so much after your father-in-law passed away. I think I got a little too full of myself because I wanted to live in a nice condo in a big room. I understand that I overstepped my place a little. So, could you forgive me this one time? I'll take my stuff and go back to my house now. So, please don't get divorced from Mason.
No, I don't think so. Mason has been of no help ever since the beginning. It doesn't matter, and it never did if he was present or not. The kids are pretty much all grown enough to understand what business we have going on over here, and I'm sure that they'll understand where I'm coming from. I'm not afraid of anything. I'll give your son back to you, so have fun with him and live a beautiful life. After everything that happened, I got divorced from Mason and even got custody of both of my kids. Mason refused to get a divorce with me and tried his best to stay inside of the house, but I asked him to quit being an embarrassment to our kids. Evie and Jonah even got on him about how he should just let Mom go. He's already done enough to have put Mom through a hard time. He seemed to give up when he heard his own children's disappointment towards him and went ahead to get a divorce from me. He went back and started living with Helen, but not even a month later I got a call from Helen about how he would only give her $300 a month to live off of. He was using the rest of the money for his good. Lord knows what he's doing with that money. She got tired of him very quickly and asked me to get remarried to him and take him back in. However, I was stern with her and refused to get remarried to Mason. I mean, at the end of the day, who'd want to take in a man that not even his mother wants to take in? Either way, now that I got rid of the 2 most stressful factors in my life, I've been able to enjoy the freedom that I've gained back. I'm living a very peaceful and ordinary life with my 2 kids, working hard as usual. Thank you for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe.
Mary, are you free for a call right now?
Yeah, sure. I just picked up my kid, but I am resting for a bit right now.
That's good. Has taking care of him been difficult? How have you been?
Honestly, I didn't think that raising a child would be this difficult. I can't even get a decent night's sleep.
That's what I thought back when I was raising Hayden. I was helping my parents out, but still had a whole baby to take care of. I would lay him down and do chores at the same time. But if you just set them up with something to do in the living room, then you can do your chores and cook at the same time. You can see him while he plays or sleeps on the floor.
That seems like it would make it even harder.
It was. I had to do everything the way that my mom wanted it done. Whenever I look back at that time now, I see how difficult it was. So I don't want you to have to struggle. You did move out. I don't want to be that kind of mother-in-law.
I think it is great that you want to be involved. There aren't many mothers-in-law that like to step back but still be involved in their own way. I really appreciate the way that you consider my side.
Thank you for calling, Matt. I was actually calling about Hayden's birthday. We'll all be meeting up to celebrate. But how do you feel about making it more of a dinner? We could celebrate and treat the family at the same time.
Oh, really? I didn't realize it was his birthday already. That is good with me. I didn't think I could forget my husband's brother's birthday. But here we are.
It doesn't concern you that much. I can see why it might have slipped your mind. I can also call Henry about it instead of you to ask what we should make.
That sounds good. Have you had dinner yet?
I'm waiting for Hayden to come home, so I have been waiting.
It's already quite late. You should have something instead of waiting for him. He's going to be busy with work until pretty late.
I have the habit of eating with him, so it won't feel the same if I eat alone.
Your husband won't eat either? You are both waiting?
Yes, he is complaining about being hungry. Our son is out working hard. The least we can do is waiting to eat with him.
It makes sense that he would be complaining. You should have eaten by now.
Every time he gets hungry, he complains. I hate seeing him like that. He can learn to be more patient.
I hope that you are making something good for when he comes home. When you decide on a date for the big dinner, let me know.
I will. I will have to let Henry know about it as well. I would hate to have you guys come up and not have everything prepared.
Of course.
Who called?
Your mother.
What would she call you about? Is she bad-mouthing me again?
Hey, why would your mother badmouth you? She was saying that it will be your brother's birthday soon, so she wants to plan a dinner for the family.
Oh, I didn't realize it was already his birthday. I forgot.
It looks like it. It is hard to remember everyone's birthdays. Your mother said that you probably wouldn't have remembered.
Why would she say that? I think me alone planning his birthday would be the weirdest thing.
Why would it be weird? I know a few people that plan to get gifts for their siblings. It's not very extravagant, but just like stuff they need.
I don't really have that type of relationship with my brother. Even if I don't plan anything, I know my mom has it covered, so I never have to think about it.
If I didn't know you guys, I would think that you hated each other if you said that.
I think there are a lot of people that think caring for their siblings too much is weird too.
Really?
Anyway, when did my mom say that we should plan for the dinner?
Not sure. She just called me to bring it up. I told her to let me know later on when she has clearer plans.
Oh, I see. We can wait a bit then. Why did she choose to call you over me?
She said that you don't seem to like talking about your brother much, so I guess she thought you might not want to help plan.
I guess she thinks we aren't on good terms.
On top of that, she isn't eating yet because of him.
What? Why wouldn't she have eaten by now? It's so late.
She said that she was waiting for him to get home before making anything.
I guess he has to be in the middle of everything.
Your father was complaining about not eating this late as well.
My poor father.
It seems like your parents love each other if they are willing to bend over backwards like this together.
If it were anyone else, then I would just go along with it. But it's my father. This is making me a little worried now.
If you're worried about him, you can always call him. You know that he likes talking to you on the phone.
I should. I've been so busy lately that I've been slacking on reaching out to him. I should give him a call soon. Dad, what are you up to?
Hi. I didn't expect you to call.
Have you been eating well lately?
Of course I have been. Have you been doing well? It seems like you've been working a lot lately. I hope that you are eating dinner.
Don't worry about me. I should be the one worrying about you.
There's no reason to worry about me. I have just been hanging out at home.
Do you think that you'd be happier if you had something to do outside of the house? I heard about a place recently that provides training for people late in their career in order to get good jobs.
I guess you have been putting some thought in about me.
It just seems like Mom pays the most attention to Hayden and then forgets about you. Don't you think that she should value your input as well?
Not at all. Your mother just enjoys taking care of him. There's no harm in it.
You should both have agency as parents. It shouldn't be Mom's responsibility to watch over Hayden. I'm worried that she isn't thinking of you.
I think you're looking a little far into it, Henry. The only thing that she should be worried about concerning me at this age is dinner on the table. I have enough agency in the house. I am just fine.
No matter how much I think about it, I don't really understand the way Mom does things. I don't understand Hayden either. Why does he have to keep coming to his mother at this age? He should know how to make dinner himself.
There are a lot of things that we do as a family that don't make sense. It's okay just because of that. We are a family. It's no reason to cut him off, you know.
You have the right to say something to her if you don't like something.
I used to be able to do that. It's no use at this age. I'm just happy that she hasn't thrown me out yet. Your mother has dealt with me for a long time. Has she called to tell you guys about what we want to do for his birthday yet?
Yes, she called Mary and then she let me know about it. I think she knew that if she called me, then I would have complained about him, so she called Mary. Has he gotten himself together yet?
He is in some debt, but he's mostly doing okay. He's been working night shifts to try and make money.
If he's going to be in the house, then you know you can make him help pay rent and stuff, you know.
I know. I think it's better to not intervene for a while.
That makes sense. I should be visiting you guys more when I have free time. I am sorry I haven't. I will try to call you more often.
It's okay. You have a busy job and a baby to take care of. You don't have to be sorry. Just call me when you think of me every once in a while.
Sure, I will. Mary, I think we have decided to do the dinner next weekend. Do you think that will work?
When over the weekend? What day?
I was thinking Saturday at 6 o'clock.
Sure, that would be fine with me. But Henry has been working over the weekend lately, so I will just have to ask him.
Tell him that it is important. It's for his brother's birthday. He can't make excuses about it.
He has been saying that his project is going to be under review very soon, so it has been really important to continue working on it. But if we tell him in advance, then I don't see why not. I will ask him.
Don't ask him. Just tell him he has to come. What is so funny? Do you think it'll be asking too much of him?
It's not that. We also just have a newborn baby. Taking care of him would be more important.
You guys wouldn't know. Making money is important, of course, but the most important thing in the world should be family. Only having your eyes on money is no way to live.
I understand. I will let Henry know about the dinner. Honey, you look really tired. It looks like your face hurts. Do you feel okay?
I didn't think I looked that bad. I guess my face could be a little swollen. If only I could get that promotion, then I might be able to rest a little bit.
Oh, I see now. When did you say that you were going to be giving that presentation that could lead to your promotion?
It is next week. It will be on Saturday in the afternoon.
What? Really? What time?
We have to be in the office waiting at 3 o'clock and are scheduled for the meeting at 5 o'clock. But in the case of other teams taking longer than expected, I'm sure it will end up being later than that. There are quite a few other teams presenting to management on that day.
Oh, I see.
What do you mean? Are you planning to make something really good that day?
Well, that was actually the day that your mother said we were going to the birthday dinner. I was trying to tell your mother that you were handling a serious project right now, so it might end up being difficult to see you over the weekend. I thought that I would be able to reason with her about rescheduling.
Why would she have been like that?
I thought it was a bit strange as well. I made it very clear that you were working on this project with your heart and soul in order to finally get that promotion.
I guess she must have been stubborn and oblivious to how important this is. Did she just say to come anyway?
Yes. She was saying that one's family should be more important than money. I was trying to decide whether to break it to her right then and there, but I figured that you could let her know the next time you see her.
I didn't realize that she would glorify my brother this much. We are both her son, but she never takes into consideration that I also have important things to do, and doesn't care even when I tell her that.
I think I said the wrong thing. I should have stood my ground for you.
No, it's okay. She can be upfront about these things. There wasn't a better way to put it. Even if she doesn't say anything, you probably would have seen her upset about it. I can call her and tell her. You don't have to do anything else.
All right.
Mom, is it okay if I stop by the house in a little bit? In a little bit? What are you up to? What do you need to come by the house for? Does there have to be something wrong for me to want to come to your house? You don't have to read into everything. It's okay. I'm not reading into anything. You already know that I hate having to guess what Hayden is up to all the time. Just speak up if you think something is wrong. Jeez. Did you call me just to start a fight? I heard from Mary that you want us all to go and celebrate Hayden's birthday at a dinner, but I am afraid that we can't go. What? Why won't you be able to go? You heard it from Mary first. I have to work every weekend, so I am very busy. Are you saying that your work is more important than your brother's birthday? All you do is think about Hayden. It doesn't surprise me that you wouldn't know that I have been working this much. I have to value my work just as much as my family. Besides, this project is going to have an impact on my salary, so this one day is really determining the path of my career. I have been working every day with the same people into the night. I thought that you would want to know that. But no, all you want to do is compare this important thing to Hayden's birthday. You think all that is so important, so you're deciding to skip on your brother's birthday? You're choosing work over your bloodline. Does my blood put food on the table? Mom, you should be focusing this anger on Hayden. He is the one with all the debt. Don't throw your brother under the bus like that. If you would see all the work he is doing, then you would finally see that he is the victim here. I would hate to live like my brother. Anyway, we can't go. I thought I should call you and tell you. Please do not call Mary and pester her about going or not. She doesn't care that much to attend either. I got here as quickly as I could. How are you doing?
I am holding up. I really don't think it should have ended that way.
Don't blame this on me. I'm doing everything I can. You knew what you were getting into when you decided to date me.
How could I have known I was signing up for something like this? This is way out of my comfort zone. I am willing to take some risks, but sometimes this all feels too crazy for two people like us to be doing all by ourselves. You couldn't have asked a friend instead of me?
You know, I don't exactly have the best relationship with anyone in this area. I have lost all of my close friends doing the same thing. Believe it or not, this method we are using has been greatly refined.
Doesn't seem like it. It is still really dangerous.
If you don't like the way I do things, then you can leave. Go back to wherever you were before me. Then you might think about me again. Maybe in a better light, too.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said anything. Are they ready to move to the next step?
I think so. They seem pretty satisfied with what we have been doing up to this point. We have the ground here in the States, and they are also expanding the network overseas. We'll have many more options for the future if we just keep our head down and make steady progress here.
That sounds promising. I wouldn't want to do this for no reason.
We aren't. This all has a purpose. We have to be very careful as everything starts to unfold.
Can you walk me through the next few steps again? Because you just talked with them.
So, the next big step is going to be my birthday dinner. I explicitly needed this to happen in public, so I requested that we do a dinner at a well-known restaurant to my mom. We can keep the actual dinner smaller, but my parents need to be there.
Why do they need to be there? Why does this have to be a birthday dinner? Couldn't we just take them out for a coffee or something?
My birthday is coming up, so they would be willing to go to a more expensive and crowded place. That will let them come and stake out without looking suspicious.
I guess.
So we all end up at the dinner so they can see the layout of our family. Within this layout, they will be able to identify my mom.
Why do they need your mother?
They don't need her, but they need to see how she behaves. I told them that my mom would do anything for me. I am basically her favorite person. Given that, she would be able to provide me a large amount of money if something were to ever happen to me.
That sounds dangerous, but okay.
It doesn't have to be actually dangerous. Anyway, someone from their team would be able to take some of their friends out and watch us. We won't be able to identify them either, so there will be no reason to look around or position ourselves. It takes the burden off of us. We just go to the dinner, act natural, and convince this person that my mom would do anything for me.
What happens after that? What if something goes wrong?
They will give us instructions after that. It is better if we don't know what to expect. This allows us to act the most natural in the moment. We shouldn't have the psychological weight of it holding us back.
I would rather know everything than not enough. I feel like you are trusting these people too much. You just met them. How do you know that they have anything in store for us after it happens? It feels like you are ringing in your family for no reason. This is supposed to help us out financially. I would never want anything to happen to your innocent family members.
We are all inextricably connected to our family. It is an easy resource to employ.
All right, just don't get my family involved. I didn't agree to that.
That is fine. Anyway, we will also have to bring this microphone with us. They will be in the same restaurant for us just for visual purposes, but they won't be able to hear very well. So they gave me this microphone. I can just keep it in my pocket. It will never have to be brought out. I think this is the only thing that needs to be brought with us.
That seems easy enough. Is it for recording us, or is it just going to be transmitted to the person sitting in the restaurant?
I think it will just be transmitted to that person a bit away from us. There would be no reason to hold on to our audio. We are trying to limit the amount of evidence as well. We aren't writing any of this down, and we don't text or call and discuss anything. It is all done in person.
I see.
That is why this person is going to be in the restaurant and not just watching through a security camera or something like that.
That makes sense. It does make me feel a bit better knowing that my face won't be anywhere. Have you ever given them your name or anything?
Not explicitly. I would think that they know my name and address, but it is all connected to my family, so there wouldn't be any use in distinguishing it. They already have a lot of information about my mom. Given that she has the most money out of my whole immediate family, I made sure not to bring up my brother or anything, so they don't ask.
That is good. Try to keep it under your control.
Let's see how everything goes and we'll go from there.
Okay.
Are you asleep? Oh! What are you doing at the house this late? It's really nothing. There's no one else here, right?
No, there isn't.
Honestly, I know that we were going to have everyone come for Hayden's birthday dinner, but I really came here to talk about him getting married to his girlfriend. You will have to be there. Hayden, me, his father, and her family will all be there, so it would be really awkward if you didn't come. If Henry is going to be so busy that he can't come, then we should reschedule the dinner.
Well, should I ask Henry what day would work best for him then?
No. He is going to get mad at me if you ask him. Do you think that you would be able to come with him? It might be less awkward that way, too.
Just me. I think it would be even worse if I just came alone.
What would be weird about it? You could come and celebrate his birthday and get to meet his girlfriend for the first time. It would be great for you to see him in a new light. Isn't it more important for the women in the family to meet each other?
I just think that me coming by myself would be...
No, it would be okay. Do you know that good steak restaurant right on the corner by my house?
Yeah?
You should come next Saturday at 6 o'clock to have dinner. It It wouldn't be a big commitment at all.
Sure, but I should really.
You don't have to say anything to Henry. Just feel free to come. If you told him, then he would just get mad at us again. Mary! I forgot to mention that Hayden is going to be starting a job at a new company, but he doesn't seem to have a good suit to wear.
Oh, if he is going to a new company, then he should have a suit.
Yeah, but he has never worked at a company, so he has never had to buy one. Given that this is happening right now, do you think that you could get him a suit for his birthday?
Haven't suits these days gotten really expensive?
I mean, it could be expensive. Why? Would it be too expensive for you?
I just think that it would be a bit of a burden. I have been out on child leave, so Henry has had to give me money.
Well, you guys don't have a way to fund yourselves. If you're getting money from him, wouldn't you think to be saving some of it? You could have a pretty attractive nest egg by now.
I don't have anything like that. I really only have been spending money on the necessities.
But I just remembered. Isn't there someone that runs a tailor business in your family? I would think that it is very popular.
Oh, yes, my aunt has a boutique shop, but she hasn't gotten to the age where she can run it herself. She has someone else running it.
If it is up and running, then I guess your aunt trained that new person very well. If you don't have the money to spend on one, then I think that place would be perfect. What is the name of the shop?
Well, I can let her know. Trying to get her to give you a suit for free might be a little difficult. I can talk to her. What is the size?
Well, really? If I make my youngest son upset, then I will only have you to blame for it.
I will see what I can do. Hello?
Mary, it's been so long since we've talked.
I should be calling you more often. I apologize.
There's nothing to apologize for. Sending a little coupon every time you think of me is more than I could be thankful for.
What has Mom been doing?
Oh, your mom was a bit hungry, so she is eating right now.
Shouldn't you be having dinner together?
Oh, no. I have been on a diet lately. I am getting old, so losing weight has been more difficult. I could starve all day and not even lose anything.
I think I need to get on a diet with you. But what do you have to lose? Wearing jeans and going out at that age does all the talking.
Is that right? Who else is able to do all that at my age?
Oh, but I was wondering if you were still running that boutique shop you have?
I am. I have been doing alterations lately. I scouted a worker who was working somewhere else, and now she is in my shop. Why are you asking? Do you need something done for your clothes? You don't have to hide anything.
Actually, it's going to be my husband's brother's birthday. His mother asked me if I would be able to get him a suit as a gift. She suggested going to a department store, but the suits there always end up being like $1,000. Even a few $100s would still be expensive. They just seem to be getting more and more expensive. I looked up the brand she wanted, and they all are pretty much the same price.
She's asking you to buy him a whole suit for his birthday. Why would they ask that of you? What happened to asking your husband?
Well, him and his mother aren't on the best terms right now, so he doesn't know that I am doing this for his brother. He has been stressed with work and can't even go to his brother's birthday dinner because of it. She has just been calling me and asking me to come to the dinner by myself.
Wow, they really seem to be wringing you dry. I would think that she might just say to not come, but instead she is asking so much of you.
I thought that too. I said that it would be expensive and that we don't really have a lot of money to spare right now, but she was reminded of your shop and started asking where it was. If I would have let her know, then she would have gone to see you and begged for a free suit. So I told her that I would reach out to you instead.
It is really hard that she put you in the middle of this. I could give you something to gift to him, but after hearing what kind of person she is being, I'm not sure I would be comfortable using all of my good materials for this.
You are going to help me? It would be so much work for you. I really don't want to ask.
It's no problem. Don't think about the money. I wouldn't ever want to charge you for something like this. It is my specialty. You don't have to feel weird for asking. I would do anything to help you.
I really appreciate you for this, but I couldn't live with myself if I had to ask to have it done for free. If you let me know anything that I could give you, that would make me feel a lot better.
Why can't I do this for you this one time? We are family. I can do this for you, and then you can take me to that restaurant I like by your house. Does that sound good? It's been so long since we went there together.
Just go out to eat? That would be enough?
You know that restaurant does it the best.
That is true. Thank you so much.
Mary, did you talk to your aunt about that favor?
Yes, she agreed to it.
Wow, she is a lovely person. There are going to be rumors around town once people start seeing him in his suit.
I know.
Well, I will see you on Saturday.
Sure. See you then. Hello.
Hi.
Hi, Mary.
Where is Hayden?
He said that he had some work to finish up, so he should be here with his girlfriend in about a half hour.
He really is something else. How could he have us all get here and not even show up on time?
It seems like he has been out of it recently from starting that new job. Who would we be to not try to understand?
Have you ordered anything yet?
Why would we have ordered? We should wait until he gets here.
If he said he's going to be 30 minutes late, then I think we ought to order something.
Yeah. We can't just sit in this restaurant without ordering anything. This is a popular place, so if they don't see us ordering something, then they will kick us out. It would be better to at least act like we are eating.
Do you hear her? Let's just order something.
Well, then you guys go ahead and order. I am going to wait for my son to get here.
Jeez. Again with all this pestering.
Mom, Dad, I'm here. Jessie is also here. Hi, guys. You brought your lovely girlfriend.
Hello. It is great to finally meet you.
We all have been here for a while already. What have you guys been doing?
I'm sorry, Dad. Jessie forgot something at the house, so we had to turn back for it. No, it's all okay. We should get ordering now that you are here. Did you guys start eating already? I guess what you said about waiting for me to eat with you was a lie. I was the one who waited. Anyway, was traffic bad on the way here?
Yes. How did you end up finding this place?
Oh, was it really far from you?
Not at all. It is really nice here. This place must be really popular. I was looking forward to it. But I didn't expect there to be so much traffic.
Doesn't she have a great way of explaining things? Yes, you really know how to make my heart flutter.
We should eat now that everyone is here. This place is going to kick us out if we sit here for too long.
Does everything taste good?
It tastes even better having been able to eat it with you.
Oh, Mary actually prepared a gift to give you. Did you bring it for him?
Oh, yes. Here.
Wow, what is this?
Wow, what did she get you? Your own suit? That is really nice.
I know, right? Now I can go into the office. Did you tell her to get me this, Mom? She just knew that you would need one for your new job.
How is he going to go to work with only one suit every day? Don't you think that won't be enough?
What?
I mean, I would think that he should have another one so he can rotate them. He should have gotten two.
Do you know how expensive suits are nowadays? There's no way she could have gotten him two. Who else would even give him one? Two. Jeez.
I don't mean anything by it. I am just thinking of Hayden. Besides, what brand even is this?
Oh, it is written here. Isn't this not that one really popular custom suit brand? You have a good eye. She got that from a really popular place. I recommended this place to Mary after researching all about the suits that are trending lately.
Didn't that place just switch owners? I have heard that the quality is going down because of it. I think that this one might not be one of their best ones.
What are you trying to say right now? I am right here. I bought that. If a suit doesn't come from a department store, then you kind of just get what you get for the price. Jessie is right. If you wanted that brand so badly, then I don't know why you didn't just go out and buy it yourself. You had me push my aunt to do a favor in making this suit for him. I felt really bad for asking. You shouldn't be bickering about the price or the quality of it while I am right here. Hey now! Why are you making such a fuss at Henry's birthday? How are you going to yell at my mom like this? I even brought Jessie here. Do you have no manners? Sure, I guess I don't. I have a lot to say, but I think it would be best not to say anything. I'm going to get going instead. I hope you can wear the suit for work. Honey, I did great during my presentation today. This is going to be amazing. Really? Good job. You guys have been working overnight for months to get that done. Yeah, it feels really good. We decided to go out for drinks tomorrow to celebrate. You guys deserve it. Go out and drink as much as you want. Just be careful. But are you okay? Have you been crying? I mean, no. What do you mean, no? Come here. I just... What happened? You said that you went to your parents' house earlier. Did something happen there? No. I should just go to bed early tonight. I can't believe that you forgot the one thing we needed for the dinner.
Why are you blaming it on me? You should have been the one to bring it back to your house after explaining everything to me.
Why would I bring it to my mom's house? That would have been really suspicious if she found it.
How could she have found something like that and connected it to the dinner? No mother would expect for her own son to turn on her and do something like this. I think you are struggling to see this from anyone else's point of view other than your own.
I'm not sure what you mean. I am trying to do everything as well thought out as possible. If that means that I have to leave this little camera at your house, then I think I should be able to do that.
Whatever. Just don't blame it on me. Did you get any confirmation that they got the information they needed? Did they believe your mother was the right person to do this?
I think so. I think that fight should have been enough for them to see that she would take my side on anything. Mary didn't do anything wrong, and my mom still sided against her. I feel bad for her, but still, why wouldn't she go the extra mile for her husband's brother?
I don't know. That's why I thought she should have done more. I'm glad it worked out in the end, but I still feel kind of weird that we had to fight to show some emotion.
I think that works in our favor. Everyone got emotional and took sides. My dad even started to get mad.
Where's your brother? I thought that this dinner was supposed to be more formal. Don't they know that we should be getting engaged soon?
I'm not sure. I don't really communicate with him. He doesn't like my history and has pretty much left the family because of it. My mom should be happy that she got Mary to come, even if it was her just trying to be nice about everything.
We are putting Mary in a hard position for no reason. I would hate to have this done to me.
Well, it isn't you. We have a bigger plan for us. She just has Henry and their little life to look after. We are going for bigger things. Remember that.
I guess. How do you think that your father is holding up? He never seems happy when I see him. I didn't think he would get so mad in public like that.
I don't know. He's been like that for a long time. I think that if he doesn't like my mom anymore, maybe he should just divorce her. But I guess he doesn't have a lot going for him outside of this family.
You shouldn't say that. Have some respect for him. He's put up with your shenanigans for years now. Both your mother and father are probably comparing you to your brother all of the time.
I doubt it. My mom barely even talks to my brother. She has started calling Mary instead of him. I think it is even better that their relationship is getting rocky.
What do you mean?
The whole strife that happened at dinner is going to impact her relationship with Mary, and then Henry will obviously be upset by it. The more that we can isolate my mom, the better chance we have in using her later. I doubt that Mary and Henry will want to be in contact with her at all after what happened.
I see that in a logistical sense. But doesn't that make you upset?
What would make me upset about it?
Are you for real? You don't want to have a relationship with your parents? Is that where all of this is headed? You just want to extort money from them and dip on the family?
I mean, you make it sound worse than it is. We all need to survive in some way.
You're willing to do that through cutting off your family. I think that a lot of people would start to look at you in a different light.
How do you think anyone sees me now? My brother thinks I am a failure and a leech. My mom thinks that I have had the cards stacked against me. My dad probably just pities me. How do you want me to view my own situation? I have to get out of this somehow.
I am just saying that you are going against your family, so you will look like a traitor no matter what your history has been up to this point. If you're okay with ruining your reputation in your neighborhood, and if this ends up being some big crime, then your state, then so be it. Just leave my name out of it.
I am willing to do what it takes to be successful and rich through my own means. I have done a lot of behind-the-scenes jobs that haven't been very ethical. I don't see how this should be worse than that.
You also failed big time with the last one. You know how much debt you have, and you know how much your parents had to help in order to get you out of it and not completely go to prison.
I am grateful that they helped me, but you have to think about why they wanted to help me. They believe in me and want me to succeed in life. That's all a parent's focus should be for their child. They have lived their whole lives making something of themselves. They have been at least a little successful to make it this far to where they can still support their child at their age. It is time that they give back to me instead of just keeping me alive.
Okay.
I don't know why you were complaining. You are just the pretty new girlfriend in this. Look at how this plays out in the movies. Your rich fiancé strikes big and you get to be a housewife for the rest of your life. Doesn't that sound like a good deal to you?
Those kinds of men in the movies also have to fail quite a few times in order to get what they want. Are you willing to fail in the wake of cutting ties with your parents?
I am willing to risk it. That's what life is about. I wish that someone around here would understand that. Are you able to call right now? Sure. What is wrong? Why in the world did Mary act like that? Like what? Ugh. We all went out to dinner last night and Mary completely lost it and stormed out. What? Henry was there with his girlfriend and she ended up doing that. I told you that we couldn't go. Why would you call her and tell her to go? I wanted to introduce her to Hayden's girlfriend. Why shouldn't she have come even if you couldn't? Just speak the truth right now. Did you just make her go so that she could give Hayden a gift? I can tell you did that without even having you tell me. Why would I do such a thing like that? She took care of that gift herself. Hayden wasn't even able to enjoy what she brought because all of this happened. Can you please just stop pestering us like this? Jeez. All you do is use us to do things for Hayden. Please just stop. You really made Mary upset. I could see that, and she wouldn't even tell me what happened. How could I make her upset? Whose side are you on? Stop playing around. You're being really immature. Just go to sleep. I guess Hayden is the only one that I have. I wouldn't ever want him to be a son like you. Mary, are you awake? I know that you wouldn't have gone to bed yet.
Oh, you're home? You are early today.
I like spending time with you more, so I thought I would head home early. Did my mom upset you?
What did you hear?
I know about everything now. I told her not to make you come. What was the point?
She asked me to come without you, so...
What did you get Hayden?
She was saying that he needed a new suit for his job, so she asked me to figure out how to get that for him.
A suit? Why wouldn't she have handled that if she wanted to get that for him?
She said that she didn't have the money for it, so she suggested that I ask my aunt for a favor.
How could she have the audacity to do that? She didn't have the money to go to a department store, so she made you talk to your aunt? You aren't even making enough money to buy something like that. Why did you think you were going to do?
My aunt said that she would give it to me for free this one time.
I am really sorry you had to ask for that. We need to just give her some money next time instead.
Really? My aunt knew all about my child leave and didn't want to make us lift a finger for this. It pained me to have to make up a whole story in order to get that suit.
You should call me next time to do all of this. You don't have to hide anything like this.
If I didn't do this myself, then she would have taken it into her own hands.
She really shouldn't have done that to you.
Thank you for saying that. Oh, hi. Is something wrong?
Not at all. I just wanted to say that I might have overreacted the last time at Hayden's dinner.
What?
Hayden and his girlfriend don't seem to have any manners. They really shouldn't have been saying all that about your gift. Anyway, after seeing how she reacted to everything, I thought about it and realized that you did really good with the gift.
Okay.
You don't have to be mad anymore. I got my say and you got yours, so we are even now.
Did you really only come to say this?
It seems like this all made you really upset. Well, you know that Hayden will be getting married, right?
To the woman that was there?
Yes. We have been looking into the wedding and arranging wedding gifts. Do you think that you would be able to contribute to anything?
Are you for real? Why would we contribute anything?
Your family member is getting married, so it would be the right thing to contribute something. Didn't your parents help you with this house? It seems like you could help with anything but the house for them now.
You want me to give away anything I have besides this house in order to help Hayden? Please try and make some sense.
Why shouldn't that make any sense? Now to think of it, you could give us this house. You could make some more money. Both of you are still very young, so you could find an even better house to move into. Do you want to live in this house until the day you die?
Why would it matter if we lived in this house for the next 100 years? We have never even thought about moving out. We have been living a great life here. Wouldn't there be another house that Hayden could live in once he gets married? I am really speechless right now. I don't know what to say to you.
What? Why are you being so cheap? You are just like Henry.
We are very similar. That is why we got married. Please stop coming to Henry and I for all of this. We don't care if Hayden gets married or not. Stop trying to involve us in it all.
Hey! Don't take your anger out on me! You guys are worthless.
Honey, I just told your mother to get out of our faces again.
What did my mom say again?
She just showed up. She wanted us to give up this house that my dad gave to us and that we even have to contribute more to your brother's wedding expenses.
Is she crazy? She wouldn't have suggested that if I had answered the door.
I told her that I didn't want to put up with this anymore, and you wouldn't have anything to say about it either. I told her that she shouldn't come to us for anything anymore.
Well, you did the best that you could do. I wouldn't have been able to be less mad about it either. You did a good job.
I feel bad for your father. I couldn't imagine being in the middle of this. He has to be getting really lonely. Do you think that he should move in here?
Are you serious?
I think so. It must be really hard to live in that house with your mom and Hayden. I wouldn't want you worrying about him either.
Honey, thank you so much for thinking of this.
I wouldn't want to cut your father off while we cut your mother off. He did a lot for us. It would make me really sad to not be able to see him after all of this.
I am really worried for him too. Thank you for bringing this up.
You should talk to him about it. It must be really frustrating living with your mother. I saw him at that dinner, and he didn't look happy at all.
I got it. I will talk to him. Don't worry about him. He is really tough. He will be okay. Thank you again for bringing this up. Mom, I really need your help. What? Honey, what is wrong? Why are you yelling? I am really embarrassed. You're going to be really upset with me, but I don't know who else I could go to. It's all right. Everything always works itself out. What has happened this time?
Well, Jesse confronted me about something. I think we are going to have to get a divorce.
What? What did you do? What did she confront you about?
I am really embarrassed. This is all my fault.
Just spit it out. Do you want me to come to your house? Do you want me to bring your father?
No. It is best that we do this over the phone. Well, I ended up meeting someone while I was at the office. That new job that I started and was pretty stable at.
Okay.
I ended up getting really close to her. I didn't think that Jesse would find out. A lot of people do this nowadays. It's really no big deal if work and home relationships stay separate. I was doing my best to keep it separate. But looking back, I don't think that I was actually doing a great job.
What does that mean? Did you cheat on your wife? Hayden!
It wasn't my fault. She said that she would be traveling. She hadn't told me that she asked one of her friends to come and look after the house. They must have walked into the house while we were there and gotten pictures and everything. She is threatening me with them.
Threatening you? What threat could some pictures be? What were you doing?
Her friend got pictures and videos of everything, which I think should be illegal. But they are still in her hands. There's nothing I can do to get them out of her hands.
Oh dear, this is pretty bad. What is she threatening you with?
She wants money. But Mom, I don't have anything to give her. I was using everything from my job to pay for this house and our life. We were saving to have kids. How do I pay her without any money?
Okay, well, tell her to call me. I will figure this out with her. Don't stress about it.
Okay.
Hello?
How much are you willing to pay for this?
Jesse, is that you? How are you?
I don't think you understand how bad I am. Why would you even ask that?
I just don't want you to turn the situation into something that it doesn't have to be. We can settle this within the family. Nothing has to get out about this.
I really don't think that will be the case. Men never learn without some punishment. Even then, I don't think that they would get anything out of this.
What are you threatening me with now? You can't treat me the same as my son. I am better than that. You better watch how you are talking to me. Do you remember how you got this house in the first place? Hayden could never have been able to afford it without everything that we put into it.
I don't really care. This has turned into me against everyone else. Everyone else meaning you. Do you know how much I had to sacrifice in order to leave and be with Hayden?
I imagine that you took some sacrifices, but that is just life. That is how marriage has to be sometimes. I heard from Hayden that you two were planning to have children. You will need to learn that, especially for them.
How will I have any respect for my children if I am not the one to have them? I will not raise another woman's children. I don't care what position it puts Hayden in. This ends here.
What do you want from me? What are you trying to get out of this? You can't possibly want to ruin Hayden's life.
I will do whatever it takes to get something out of this marriage. I am going to release all of these photos and videos that my friend captured of him. I will post them on multiple websites and we'll all watch them go viral.
How could you do that? Do you know that publicizing a scandal like this could hurt you as well?
I doubt it. Who was Hayden anyway? No one knows that I was his wife. There would be no way to trace this back to me. I am in the clear. You guys are all going down.
Okay. Let's think about this first. What would it take for you to call this even, I could give you some money and then we could go our separate ways. How about you request alimony for the divorce trial? That would cover up everything without having to publicize those pictures.
I don't think you get it. I am putting a time limit on this. If you don't send me $1 million by the end of the week, then his pictures are going viral.
$1 million? Do you realize how much money that is?
I really do understand. And I don't care how you get it. Send it to my bank account.
Jesse, please, just think about this. You are trying to ruin my family and my life. There is no way that I could obtain that amount of money without selling everything that I have.
It sounds like you should get a job then. Again, this has turned into me versus you all. This is now your family's problem. Don't make me get my lawyers involved. I will take this to court and make sure that it is publicized. Better yet, I will publicize everything before even walking into court.
You can't do that! Just wait for me to send the money. I'll do it. You can't ruin my son's career and life with some pictures. He means more to me than money ever could. You'll see. And then you'll finally realize how important this family is to him.
I bet we will. Send it by the end of the week. I'm hanging up. End of the week or else.
Oh dear. How am I going to get this money? This is going to ruin my life. Hayden, why couldn't you have just found something else to do? Hello?
Who is it?
Mary, it's me.
Who is me?
Me, Hayden's mom.
I'm going to hang up.
Don't hang up.
I told you not to contact me anymore.
I just wanted to reach out and see if you could meet up with Hayden and I.
Why?
Please. Just please.
I'm going to hang up. Your mother called.
What?
She was begging to meet up with me.
What did you say after telling her no?
I just tried to tell her as quickly as possible, but she was almost whispering.
I don't want to see her still. Are you nervous about this?
I mean, it's been so long since we stopped seeing them. It is weird for them to reach out like this. I want to see them maybe one time, but I don't know.
Maybe you could stop by tomorrow night and pop in to see what's going on.
I will.
You decided to come.
What is wrong with your face?
Henry, Mary, I am sorry about everything. What would apologizing do? Why are your clothes so, I have nowhere to sleep. I don't have anything.
How could you come like this? You believed everything Hayden said, and now you end up like this.
Hayden, well, what did he do? Mary, do you remember the woman that he brought to that dinner?
Yes, I remember.
They ended up getting married, but Hayden ended up getting with another woman. She found out that he was cheating on her and recorded everything. Photos, videos. She got everything together and blackmailed me.
She was blackmailing you? Why didn't you sue her?
I tried, but every time I fought back, she would threaten to release the photos and videos to the whole world. In order to not have that happen, she made us give her the house and $1 million. What would have happened if those photos and videos got out? What kind of person is he for that to ruin his life? Did you end up giving her all of that? I would hate to see my son be embarrassed. I sold the house and did a lot of things for the money. How could you have done that? Have you gone crazy? I found out that Jesse and Hayden got that money, and then they vanished. I couldn't believe it. How could he steal all of my money and then leave me? I couldn't reach you guys. I couldn't get a message through. I couldn't do anything else, so I started sleeping out here. I am really sorry. I subjected you guys to so much for that guy.
You have been through a lot. That couple stripped her of everything and fled abroad. I didn't think I would meet anyone who would go through that in my entire life. They disposed of their own mother and mother-in-law for money. We weren't able to forgive her for everything, but we had to save her. So we found a small studio to put her in. Her husband acted like he hadn't seen his own wife like that. I wonder about everything that she put him through. Will there ever be a day that we can forgive her? I get sad every time I think about what Henry was put through in that house. He had to survive everything that his brother put him through. That was no life to live. It won't be easy for Henry to forgive his mother. Although it is good to see his mother live with some regret and humility now. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more content.
Hey, June. Is it true you're getting married?
Oh, hey, Camilla. Long time no see. That's right. I just got engaged last week. But how do you even know about that? I haven't told anyone about it yet.
Oh, you know how it is. Small town. Everyone knows everyone around here. And you know how I like to gossip. Don't think that a close friend of mine like you could avoid my information network.
Nothing less from the Queen of Gossip, I guess. That's a little scary, though. I mean, I really didn't tell anyone about it.
No, don't even worry about it. I just happened to overhear it. Honestly. You know how my mom and your mom happen to be co-workers?
Yeah, I'm aware of it.
Yeah, well, the other day I happened to see the two of them and we got into a little chat. So, of course, the topic turned into gossip about what was going on with the families lately. And your mom let us know that you were engaged. You can imagine my surprise, of course.
Oh, I see. So that's how it happened. I guess Mom couldn't resist saying something to someone about it. I think she's even more excited about the wedding than I am.
Yeah. Anyway, I have to admit, I'm a little taken aback that you didn't tell me that you were engaged. I'm your best friend, aren't I? How could you hide that kind of news from me? What's wrong? You don't trust me with this information?
No, it's nothing like that. I've just been so busy with everything, you know, wedding preparations and all. It's been absolute chaos, to be honest. I figured that I would just tell everyone about it after the wedding.
What do you mean, after the wedding? Why would you wait until after the wedding to tell people about it? I mean, people can't come to the wedding if they don't know there's going to be a wedding, right?
Oh, sorry, I didn't explain myself properly. My fiancé and I talked it over, and we decided it would be best to keep the wedding to family only. I promise you're not missing out on much. It's just going to be a small, intimate thing at the local church. Just a few of his relatives and mine. Nothing special. It's more intimate that way, don't you think?
Do you really think so? I don't know if I can agree. A wedding with just a few family members attending? It sounds so boring, to be honest. That's not the way that I would want my wedding to be, I'll tell you that. Come on! Don't you want to have a lively time on your wedding day?
Well, you know, there are a lot of extenuating circumstances. We are talking about inviting more people, honestly. But the more we talked about it, the more we realized that we would end up having an uneven number of guests attending.
What does that mean?
Just we both had a way different amount of people we wanted to invite. Seems like it would end up a little awkward that way. So in the end, we decided to keep it family members only. Out of consideration for each other, you know?
Oh, is that right? So that's why my best friend isn't inviting me to her wedding.
Yeah, like I said, I'm really sorry about that. I'm going to announce it officially pretty soon after the wedding is finished. Oh, and please don't take it personally that you're not being invited. I might not be able to invite you to my wedding, but once you get married, make sure to invite me to yours, okay? I would love to be there for you to support you on your big day.
Yeah, sure thing. You know how much I love to party, right? When I get married, it's going to be the talk of the town. Mark my words, it'll be a life-changing event for everyone involved. I'm going to invite hundreds of people. Not that I have anyone to marry yet.
I'm surprised about that, if you don't mind me saying. You got so much attention from guys in high school and college. Men were practically lining up to date you. I think if you're interested in getting married, you should be able to find someone right away.
Yeah, I think so too. It should be pretty easy for me. I've refrained from getting married up until now because I wanted to play the field. I'm still young and beautiful, so it would be just a waste if I didn't put myself out there. But you know how it is. I'm getting to that age where I'm starting to think about marriage and settling down. I want to quit my job as well sooner rather than later. Dispatch work doesn't exactly pay well, you know. But I thought maybe I could go around to lots of different companies doing dispatch work and survey all the guys there. Then I might be able to find a good catch. But honestly, all the places I've been dispatched to haven't really been anything special. And I haven't met any rich, handsome guys at any of the companies either. It's too bad, you know?
I see. And you've never changed jobs either, have you? So, are you still living in Weldon?
Yep. And I don't really have any intention of leaving. I mean, sure, it's not much, but it's my home. But enough about little old me. Let's talk about your fiancé. So, go on. Spill the beans. What kind of man is he?
Well, there's not much to say. He's just a regular office worker. But he has a good heart and he always takes care of me.
Oh, I get it. I figured it would be something like that. After all, every man you've ever been with has been nothing but a boring nice guy, right? But if that's what you want, then I guess you guys can be boring and nice together. Hey, I just had a thought. Maybe that's why Mike fell for me so easily when you introduced us. Not that I can blame him when you compare plain Jane over here to an exciting woman like me.
I don't think I want to talk about that right now.
But why not? It's all in the past now. Forgive and forget. Jeez, I didn't think you were the kind of girl who holds grudges.
I want to continue to be friends with you, so let's not talk about it anymore, okay? It just makes me a little uncomfortable whenever you bring it up.
Oh boy, I guess you're still mad about what happened. I can't believe you're still going on about that. Just because your boyfriend jumped ship over to me. It happens all the time though, no big deal. Guys just can't resist me. So don't take it so personally.
That's not how it happened. You're the one who approached him, remember? With the express purpose of stealing him from me. He told me that. I happened to run into him the other day and we had a discussion about it. So please stop saying that he's the one who initiated the relationship. Because I know it was you.
Well, I guess if you look at the way things turned out, it sure does seem like I stole him away from you, doesn't it? But it's his fault for being so easily swayed by me. I mean, if he ever really loved you, he wouldn't have fallen for me in the first place. Wait a minute. Is this why you won't tell me any details about your fiancé? Oh, I see now. You're worried that I'm going to steal him away from you.
Honestly, I'm not worried about that even one bit. But no offense, sometimes you can't control yourself when it comes to guys. And you have to admit, you have a history of throwing yourself at people's boyfriends. Not just to me. It's not that I don't trust you or him, but I'm just trying not to create unnecessary drama.
Oh, is that right? I don't really get it. Don't you know that the more you try to hide him from me, the more I want to know about him? Who's this mystery man that you're engaged to anyway? What kind of job does he have? How tall is he? How much money does he make in a year?
Well, we're both adults now. I'd like to think all of that boyfriend stealing stuff you did was just you being young and messing around. Like you said, it's all in the past and we were young back then. Just try not to make any waves, okay?
Oh, please. I'm not going to make any waves. How paranoid can you be?
I'm just kind of worried, you know.
Fine. It's whatever, I guess. I didn't really care that much anyway to begin with. But if you ever feel like introducing me to him, please do.
Yeah, of course I will. When a good opportunity comes up, that is.
Well, you better not mess around too long. Otherwise, there is a chance that I might find him first.
Huh? What is that supposed to mean? Don't go looking for him, okay? That's really weird. Hello? Are you listening? Hey, hon. I just left the house now. I'm on my way to the venue now, so I'll be there in about 30 minutes. What about you? Do you have any idea what time you'll arrive yet? The wedding planner said she might arrive early, so if we end up getting there in time, we can have an early meeting and finish quicker.
Oh, shoot. Was that today?
Oh, Joel. Don't tell me you forgot. You promised you wouldn't.
Wait, wasn't the meeting supposed to be tomorrow? Are you sure you're not the one who has the date wrong?
What are you talking about? It's on our shared calendar. Monday the 19th, 7. I wrote it in for you to make sure you wouldn't forget.
Oh, damn. You're right. I just checked. I must have had my phone on silent or something because I didn't get a notification. Weird, huh?
Oh, come on. Take this seriously, would you? This is our wedding we're talking about here. Today is the day we have to pick out a wedding dress for me and a tuxedo for you. Not to mention deciding what courses are going to be served on the wedding day. Today of all days, we need to be there together and on time.
Yeah, my bad.
Do you think you can be here by 7?
No, sorry. That's not happening.
Seriously, Joel? I think from your place you should be able to make it on time if you leave now.
I'm not at my place right now. I'm at work. And we had a business trip out of town today. I was supposed to be back by tonight, but the guys invited us out for dinner. We're on our way over to the bar right now. They're kind of our business partners, so we can't turn them down. Even if I were to start heading over right now, I wouldn't arrive until after 8. And that's if the traffic is decent.
Oh, I see. Well, I guess there's no helping it then. Shall we reschedule for another day? When are you going to be free?
Don't worry about me. You go ahead and go to the appointment. Pick out whatever dress you think is nice. And I'll leave the food to you to decide as well. Just make sure it isn't seafood, yeah?
But I wanted us to make this decision together. And I don't know what kind of food your parents like or dislike. So I wanted you there to help me decide on everything.
Don't worry about it. My parents are fine with anything. Besides, I don't really know about the kind of food they serve at weddings anyway. You probably know 10 times more than me about this kind of thing. So I'll leave the decisions in your hands, okay?
What's gotten into you recently? Let me know if I'm reading too much into things, but it kind of seems like your enthusiasm about this wedding has gone out the window recently.
Huh? What do you mean? Why is that?
It's just a weird feeling I get from you. You don't seem very enthusiastic about things. And when it comes to the planning itself, like what to eat or what to decorate the venue with, you don't seem to have many opinions. I get the feeling that it's only me making decisions about this stuff.
Oh, don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm unenthusiastic about getting married or anything like that. It's just like that thing, you know?
What thing?
Oh, you know, finding the right person for the right job, I guess.
Can you elaborate?
Well, you're better at me at deciding when it comes to this stuff. What to eat, what colors to decorate the venue in, what theme to go with. You're good at coming up with answers to that stuff. But you know what I'm like. It takes me 30 minutes to decide what to eat when we go to a fast food joint.
But don't you think a wedding should be planned by both the bride and the groom? It's not fair for you to leave it just to me. You should be making some decisions too. This is our big day we're talking about here. So let's figure it out together.
I know where you're coming from. I really do. But if you involve me in the process, it will just take 10 times longer. I wouldn't want to waste your time.
Okay, fine then. In that case, I'll do the appointment on my own today. But I can't pick out a tuxedo for you, because you need to get it tailored specially. So we'll have to change the date of that appointment at the very least. When can you make it? Do you have any time this weekend? How about Saturday afternoon?
Sorry, I have plans Saturday. I won't be able to make it.
Okay then. Well, do you have any time next week?
I'll be pretty busy next week. I've got a lot to do at work. You know how it is, right? Can you just pick a tuxedo for me? Just choose whatever suits your dress.
What about the size?
I don't need it to be tailored. Just pick a medium size out or something. Anyway, we're about to arrive at the bar. I've got to go. Talk to you later, okay? Good luck with the wedding stuff.
Wait a minute, Joel. We're not done talking.
Hey, hon, what's up? How are the wedding preparations going? Not very well, from what I hear. So you're mad at your fiancé or something like that, right?
Who did you hear this from? Was it my mom again? I wish you wouldn't share my private information with everyone.
Actually, this time I didn't hear it from your mom. I heard it from one of the affected parties.
That's a bit vague. Who do you mean?
I heard that things are not going well planning the wedding or something along those lines. Well, that's just too bad, huh? He said you've been getting upset about it all.
Who's he? Where are you getting this information from, Camilla?
Never underestimate my gossip network. I just couldn't restrain my curiosity any longer. So I started investigating who it is exactly that you're engaged to.
You're joking, right? I specifically told you not to do that.
And I specifically told you that it would only make me more curious if you tried to hide him.
Don't tell me you actually tracked him down.
I sure did. I pretended to coincidentally run into him at a bar one day. And then we started getting to know each other.
Seriously? When did this happen? I never heard anything about this.
It seems like he's really stressed out about the wedding.
Stressed out in what way?
Oh, you know. So much to figure out in so little time. Wedding ceremonies can be stressful for anyone. And your man's got a lot on his plate these days.
Well, it's true that we haven't been able to attend the meetings easily. Our days off are different, so our schedules don't match at all. Maybe it's just a misunderstanding. But it seems like we have different levels of enthusiasm about the wedding.
Well, this is just no good, is it? You guys are in such an unstable situation before the wedding. It doesn't exactly bode well for your futures.
What do you mean, unstable?
I mean, think about it. It's not too late for him to change his mind about the marriage. He might be getting cold feet. Talk about the perfect storm. He's in the ideal state to be stolen away from his bride-to-be. Don't you agree?
Camilla, what on earth do you mean by that? You should know better than to say such things. We're not in college anymore.
Oh, don't tell me you haven't noticed anything. Wow, you never change, do you? How very pitiful. Or maybe you just don't want to admit it to yourself. You're in denial. Not that I could really blame you. Nobody wants to acknowledge that their fiancé has already got their heart set on another woman. Ignorance is bliss, like they say.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means exactly what it means. Your fiancé has been going out with me in secret. We have been dating behind her back for a while now. Wow, you really didn't know, did you?
Seriously, Camilla, don't say that kind of thing. It's really not cool. There are some things that it's not okay to joke about in life. And this is way over that line.
It's not a joke. I'm telling you the truth. If you don't believe me, then why don't you just ask him? I'm sure he'll tell you straight about what's going on. I mean, he's not even in love with you anymore. I guess you can call the marriage off now and save yourself some time.
You're joking, right? I don't believe this. I seriously don't believe this. You went out of your way to look at my fiancé when I specifically told you not to. And then on top of that, you stalked him and pretended to run into him by coincidence in a bar somewhere? This is totally insane.
Insane but true, I'm afraid. Men are so easy to manipulate. No matter what, they just can't resist a beautiful woman like me. You shouldn't blame them, though. It's just in their nature. They can't help themselves.
Have you lost your mind, Camilla? This isn't just any relationship you're messing with. Joel and I are planning our wedding together.
Yeah. Sorry for ruining your plans. Not to mention your relationship. All of that time you spent on building your relationship and planning the wedding is going down the drain now, huh? Too bad. So sad. Finders keepers, losers weepers.
Don't give me that crap. Have you any idea what you've done here?
Yeah. What can I say? I'm a sinful woman. When I see a guy I'm interested in, I just can't help myself. But hey, look on the bright side. At least I can get married now. Just like I've been talking about recently. It's just like you said. When I tried a little bit, it was easy for me to find a husband. Thanks for the advice. Now be a good friend and give up on the wedding for my sake.
Don't tell me you actually plan to marry him. You're joking, right? You're really going to marry your best friend's fiancé?
When you said you guys were just going to have a small wedding, I thought he must be some kind of broke loser. But once I investigated, I discovered that he works for a pretty good company. He has a decent salary, too. So I figured, why not? Can't complain, right? And anyway, if it doesn't end up working out, I can just divorce him whenever I want.
Really? That's the mindset you're going in with? You think you can find happiness like that?
It doesn't matter how many divorces you have on your record, as long as you're happy in the end. Don't you agree? Way better than waiting for a prince on a white horse to ride in. I think I'll just be a full-time housewife, and it doesn't matter if I have to get divorced and remarried a few times. This way, I won't have to go to work and I can stay home all day long and do whatever I want.
What do you take marriage for?
My convenience, obviously.
I can't believe you would steal my fiancé for a dumb reason like that. This is totally insane. How could you do this to me?
I've only been dating him for about 2 months now. So he hasn't proposed to me yet. But don't worry. I'll make sure he proposes to me before your wedding day comes along. Anyway, I have places to be. See you around, loser.
I won't forgive you for this.
It's finally here. It's finally my big day, huh? Trust me, this hurts me more than it hurts you. Sorry for hijacking the wedding. And thanks for being so easy to steal from. I've had a blast.
Cool story. Anyway, I've got to run. We're about to start the wedding reception here.
What reception? Honestly, what on earth are you talking about? Did you drink yourself into incoherence out of sadness or something?
I should be asking you that. Honestly, are you actually okay right now? I really don't know what you're on about. Joel is by my side right at this very moment. We just swore to love each other eternally, in sickness and in health, in front of a minister. It was all very emotional. So I don't really understand what you're saying to me at the moment. Sorry.
Wait, hold on a minute. How can that be? Jesse, your fiancé is right by my side as I'm typing this. What exactly is going on here, huh? Your fiancé is Jesse Princeton, isn't he?
Jesse Princeton? Who's that? Wait, you don't mean who I think you mean, do you?
Yes, your fiancé is Jesse Princeton. Don't tell me you forgot your own fiancé's name.
No. You've got all of this wrong, Camilla. Let me explain. Jesse is my ex-boyfriend.
Huh? Ex-boyfriend? No, that's not right. According to my information network, you are engaged to Jesse Princeton.
Nope. Looks like your network has some crossed wires. I dated Jesse right after I graduated and started working at my first company. But I figured out he wasn't quite right for me. We weren't meant for each other. We had practically nothing in common, and I wanted different things in life to him. So I ended up dumping him after only a few months.
No way! That just doesn't add up. He keeps a photo of you in his wallet and everything. You two must have been engaged until recently. There is no other explanation for this.
My photo? That's the first I've heard of that. Jesse is a married man now, so I can't imagine why he's walking around with a picture of me in his wallet. I haven't spoken to him in ages, but if memory serves me correctly, he got married 2 years ago and he has a daughter now.
That can't be right. I've never heard anything like that from him. There's no way that I wouldn't know if Jesse had a wife and a daughter.
We used to attend the same self-defense class when we were in college. That's how we met. All the people who went to that class know about it, I'm sure. Ask them.
You're just joking, aren't you? Then why the hell is Jesse walking around with a picture of you in his wallet?
I don't have a clear answer for you there. I wish I did. Maybe that stupid rumor was true after all.
What rumor? There's no rumor that I haven't heard about in this town.
I heard some rumors that Jesse still has feelings for me even after all this time. Some of our mutual friends told me that they'd heard from him that he wished that we didn't break up.
What? Is that true?
He invited me to his wedding, but I had some reservations because of the rumors and I turned it down.
Wait a minute. You're telling me he got married 2 years ago and he waited until now to have a wedding?
He only decided to get married after he found out he was going to have a baby. They didn't want to have a wedding until everything had settled down. The situation was pretty unstable for a while there, I guess. Wait, you misunderstood that Jesse is my fiancé and you stole him from his wife?
This is a sick joke, right? This can't be happening. On top of him not even being your fiancé, you're telling me he has a wife and child? How is that even possible? I looked through his smartphone contacts and he has you listed as June, girlfriend. How do you explain that?
Like I said, I don't know if it's true. It might just be a rumor, but ever since we broke up, he's only dated women who look similar to me. On top of that, he's dated practically every girl named June in town at this point. Honestly, if it's not a coincidence, it's just plain creepy, don't you think? But anyway, the main point that I was getting to is maybe the girl you saw in the picture in his wallet wasn't me. She could have been a different girl that just looked like me. Maybe his current wife is a doppelganger or something.
Is that even possible? That's so contrived.
Anyway, I guess the main point is that I'm not going out with Jesse anymore. Joel and Jesse's names might be similar, but they are definitely different people. I can tell you that for sure. And anyway, we had the wedding in Canada. We're not even in the US at the moment. So I hate to tell you this, but unless you're in Toronto right now, the guy you're standing next to is 100% not my fiancé. You've made a mistake. He's just my ex-boyfriend, okay? Just my ex-boyfriend.
Wait, did you say that you're holding the wedding in Canada? What's with that?
Oh, yeah. Well, Joel is Canadian, so that's why we decided to only invite family members to the wedding.
How is this even possible? His girlfriend's name in his phone is June. I thought that he must be your fiancé. There's no other explanation. What kind of bizarre coincidence is this anyway?
Couldn't tell you, but my fingers are crossed really hard that that's all it is. Believe me. I'm just praying your married boyfriend isn't stalking me or anything like that.
I couldn't have made a mistake, could I?
So much for that information network you're so proud of. I guess it turned out to be pretty worthless in the end.
How could that be? Everyone in town knows I'm the queen of gossip.
Well, anyway, there's something else that maybe you should be thinking about. You said that you stole Jesse from his wife and daughter, right? That's a little different from stealing someone's fiancé, you know? Legally, I mean.
How is it different? What are you talking about?
Because it means you cheated with a married man. You had an affair with him, and you were the other woman. On top of all that, you took over the wedding that she has waited 2 years for. I imagine you're not exactly her favorite person right now. You'll probably be getting a letter from her lawyer, if I'm not mistaken. She has the right to charge him alimony or even sue you for emotional damages.
But that's not fair. I didn't even know he was married. I thought he was your fiancé. What was I supposed to do? This isn't my fault. Do you hear me? This isn't my fault. If this lady tries to get money from me or whatever, you can vouch for me, can't you? You can let them know I didn't know he was married. If you speak up for me, I can clear my name and they'll realize that I was deceived. Then maybe she'll forgive me for this whole debacle. You'll be a good friend and clear my name. Won't you, June?
I wouldn't count on it if I were you. I have no idea if you really didn't know the truth about this whole situation. And even if you didn't know he was married, you were still all for cheating with someone else's lover. So I don't think that that's going to help your case. You just got the wrong man, that's all. The fact that you went out intending to seduce another woman's lover hasn't changed.
Oh, come on! Don't be so cruel. We're best friends, aren't we? We go way back, you and I. Have some loyalty and stand up for me when I'm in trouble. That's what a good friend does in this kind of situation. You're going to help me, aren't you?
Sorry, but no deal. I still haven't forgiven you for trying to hijack my wedding, let alone steal my fiancé away from me. You understand that you did a terrible thing, don't you? Why should anyone forgive you?
I don't know. Why do you even care that much? It was only your ex-boyfriend that I got together with, after all. He wasn't even your man.
You might be right, but that's not actually the problem here. The problem is that you tried to take away my fiancé from me in the first place. Whether or not you succeeded in that, my anger towards you hasn't changed. So I guess you're out of luck this time, because I don't think of you as a friend or anything anymore.
You traitor!
Camilla, are you seriously calling me the traitor in this situation? Open your eyes. Take a moment to step out of yourself and think about who's really in the wrong here. Anyway, I have to go. Like I said, the reception is starting soon. I don't want to miss the first dance. But before I go, a word of advice. Take responsibility for your own bad decisions, okay? Goodbye, Camilla.
Wait, don't go yet, June. I need your help. You owe me. You'll help me out, won't you? Hello? June? June, help me! You have to help me.
Huh? What's happening now?
It's a disaster. The wedding ended up being canceled after all, and Jesse's wife is suing me. I also have to pay the cancellation fee for the wedding. You wouldn't believe how expensive it is. And I don't have any way of paying it. I don't have any savings or anything. You have to help me out here, June.
Well, why did the wedding get canceled? What happened?
I was supposed to be the bride. Jesse told me that he had consulted with the wedding planner and changed the bride's name to match mine, too. And he told me that he changed the guest list as well. But when the wedding started, it turned out that he actually hadn't done any of that stuff at all. He said changing all the details turned out to be more of a pain than he thought, so he hadn't gotten around to it. Can you believe how irresponsible that is?
Sounds like you're made for each other, honestly.
But listen to this. I was about to have to go through a wedding using her name, wearing the dress that his ex picked out, and standing in a church decorated with the stuff that she chose, and swear eternal love to him in front of her family. Can you imagine anything as unbearable as that? Talk about a nightmare! And do you know what he said? He said that the bottom line is we're different people, so the name and whatnot is just a small detail. Can you believe he really said that?
Well, at this stage of the story, yes?
Naturally, I told him I couldn't go through with it. So we put a stop to the wedding immediately. But I guess since technically I was the one who called it off, I am supposed to be the one who pays the cancellation fee. On top of that, his wife is suing for cheating with her husband. I'm at my wit's end here.
It's her own fault for going around trying to steal other people's lovers.
Hey, June. You're back home by now, aren't you? You need to help me. Come over right now and help me. All of this only happened in the first place because you tried to hide your fiancé from me. What was I supposed to do, huh? You can't blame me for being curious. You need to take responsibility for this situation. I command you to help me.
What is there for me to take responsibility for? I didn't do anything wrong.
I can't accept that you're the only one who gets to have a happy ending. What about me?
What about you? Oh, now that you mention it, there is something I need to thank you for.
And what's that?
You told me that you'd stolen my fiancé from me, right? That got me worried, of course. So I talked to him. We ended up having a deep conversation about the marriage. I think we were just not on the same page during the wedding preparations, you know? Our ways of thinking about it were very different and things weren't going well. But once we really sat down and talked about it, we were able to get over our marriage blues completely. So thanks for giving me the trigger I needed to sort this out with the man I love. I think we're both much better off after having that talk.
I don't want your thanks. I want your money. If you're really that grateful, then send me money, damn it.
How about this? I'll give a wedding photo to my mom to give to your mom.
I don't want that worthless garbage.
Well, anyway, I think I've said all I wanted to for now. I'll be blocking your account now.
No, hold on a minute. I'm your friend. You can't block my account. Have you no compassion?
No, quite the opposite. I think it's best for everyone if you and I have as little to do with each other as possible from now on. You understand where I'm coming from, right? Anyway, goodbye and good riddance, Camilla.
You're joking, right? This is just a bad joke. You won't really block your best friend, right? Wait, June! Don't go! Who's going to save me now?
You're a grown adult, aren't you? I've said it before and I'll say it again. You need to take responsibility for your actions. After that, I blocked Camilla, and I didn't hear anything more from her directly. But unfortunately, a friend in the know told me that the only reason Jesse wanted to marry Camilla was because he thought she was my best friend and he could go to my wedding with her. Apparently, he was planning on trying to convince me to come back to him during the wedding and start up an affair. But when he realized that this wasn't going to happen, he totally lost interest in Camilla and they broke it off. Now Camilla is all on her own, paying the wedding cancellation fee penny by penny while in litigation with Jesse's wife. She's doing her best, but I think it will be more than a few years until she's free of debt. Not that it bothers me. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more.
Finally, it's the big day. I know there was a time where I didn't think you were the right person for my son and opposed the marriage. I also know I said some hurtful things to you that must have really upset you, but I understand that marrying you is my son's choice. No matter what I think, it's his life and it's his decision to make, so I've decided to congratulate you two regardless of my own feelings on the matter. I want us to have a good relationship now, moving forward, so I hope we can both forget the unsavory moments we had together and bury the hatchet. I hope that you can put aside any issues you have with me and live a nice life taking care of my son. My son is my world, and I thought he was the best person in the world. Because of that, I gave you a hard time. He's just the most important thing in my life. I hope you can find it in your heart to forgive a silly old woman like me.
Don't be ridiculous. There's nothing for me to forgive you for.
I know I'm not as educated or attractive of a person as your son. I understand where you were coming from. Of course, from other people's perspectives, for a person like me to want someone so much better than themselves and insist on marrying them, it definitely seems like I'm being selfish. However, I really do love your son, and I'm serious about being a good daughter-in-law for you and your husband. If you can trust me enough to let me be part of the family, then I'll be more than happy to. Of course. A woman's heart being more beautiful is far more important than her looks. Even though your looks aren't the best, since you're such a kind woman, I'm letting you marry my son, okay? Ah, is that so? Anyway, I'm really thankful you decided to talk with me before the ceremony. It means a lot to me. Thank you for having the courage to reach out to me first. I know it must not have been easy. I can't tell you how worried I've been. Today's going to be much more happy and a comfortable day for me now that we've talked. No, it's me who should be saying thank you. I felt like my precious son was being taken from me, so I treated you poorly because silly old me really believed that you were taking him from me. Even though I was so bad to you, you still didn't give up and continued on with the marriage and promised to take care of my son. Thank you for that. However, I have a favor I want to ask of you. Is that okay? Oh, a favor? What is it? On the roof of our house, there's an old storage shed, by where we have a little vegetable garden. It's opposite the fire escape. You've seen it, haven't you? Back in the day when I got married, my stepmother gifted me a ring. I've kept it safe in that shed on the roof since. It's such a precious thing to me, so I wanted to lock it away to make sure I never lost it. But I've been looking for it since yesterday, and it isn't in there. I can't find it anywhere. I really wanted to give it to you in person before your wedding day. If you can, would you please come and help me find it? My eyesight isn't what it used to be, you see. It's very difficult for me. I'm sure it's there, but with this sunlight and all the dust in there, I can hardly see my own hand in front of my face. I have to go to the wedding venue in 2 hours. Would it be okay if I helped you look for it after we came back from our honeymoon? But then it's lost its meaning, hasn't it? It's a tradition in our family to place that ring in the hand of the daughter-in-law right before the wedding. It's to make sure that you two will live a happy, peaceful life. It's an important tradition. It can't just be left out. I won't be able to come to the ceremony until I've found that ring. I won't be able to face my ancestors in the afterlife if I just ignored such an important tradition. Okay, I understand how important this must be for you. I'll call a taxi and be at your house as soon as I can. Thank you, dear. I'll be waiting. What are you doing here? What? What do you mean, what am I doing here? I'm asking you what you're doing here at the wedding venue. Why, what's so shocking about me, the bride that's getting married today, being at my wedding venue on the day of my own wedding? When you came into the photo room, you looked like you'd seen a ghost. I've never seen someone go white as a sheet like that in real life. It was so funny, I almost died laughing. I laughed so hard that I cried and ruined my makeup. I didn't know a person's eyes could go that big. I almost couldn't believe it. You looked like something out of a cartoon. You've usually got such tired, thin eyes most of the time. I can't even tell if they're closed or open. But when you saw me just now, you were so cute with your little eyes popping out of your head. Excuse me? Watch your tongue when talking to me. Do you think that I'm gonna let you go through with this wedding after how you've just treated me? How dare you make fun of me? It's our wedding. We will be getting married today. I don't need your consent to marry your son. You have no right to interfere. But still, I tried to be nice to you, to get along with you, because you're my fiancé's mother. If people saw that we were at odds with each other, I knew people would talk, and I didn't want you or your son to be the topic of gossip. So I tried my best to be civil with you, at least. But of course, trying to treat someone with no sense of human decency with kindness would never work. I know that now. What do you think you're saying to your mother-in-law to be? Did you really hate me that much? No matter how much I think about it, I can't believe that you'd want to do that to me. Were you really intending to leave me locked up in that old shed on your roof on the morning of my wedding day, just so you could stop me from marrying your son? How long were you planning to keep me up there? A person like you who allegedly loves your son more than anything, would they really try and ruin the most important day of their son's life?
Even if you hate me so much and you're more than happy to treat me like trash and try and ruin my wedding day, isn't the other person getting married today your beloved son? And you'd try and ruin that for him? Really?
Because he's my beloved son. Because he's the most important person in the world to me. I can't give him up to a piece of trash like you. I went through 20 hours of agonizing labor to give birth to that boy. He is everything to me. I had to eat nothing but disgusting health foods for a month before I gave birth so that I'd be able to bring him up on my breast milk. I changed his diaper every single hour just in case he'd feel uncomfortable. 4 times a year, I bought him brand new clothes for the season, and every new school semester, I bought him everything he could possibly need and more. I put my heart and soul into raising him. When there was a sports day at school, I'd pack him a home-cooked lunch that took me hours to put together, and cheer him on as loud as anyone could. I paid for him to go on all the school trips and extracurricular activities that he wanted to go on and gave him his own allowance every week. My son is the product of my blood, sweat, and tears I shed while raising him. Is it such a crime to want my precious son to get married to a woman at least as half amazing as he is? Is that so unreasonable?
You keep saying that you put your heart and soul into raising him, but from what you're explaining, it doesn't really seem like anything special. Eating well so that you can feed him breast milk, changing his diaper, buying him clothes and school supplies, paying for his school expenses. Aren't these things that every parent does? I'm also a child whose mother went through pain to have me, then spent money to dress, feed, and give me an education. Doesn't that make me just as good as your son? Just because you've raised your son so well, does that mean that you just get to decide who's worthy enough to get married to him? Because your son is so special he can't choose to marry who he wants to? Because you love him and you've raised him well, do you expect him to have to do whatever you want for the rest of his life? You want him to just be a doll for you to control and tell what to do? If your child that you've gone through endless hardships to raise, that you love to the moon and back, tells you that they're going to go and get married to the person they love, aren't you supposed to be happy? Isn't your son finding a woman he loves to spend the rest of his life with the fruits of your labor? Isn't it a parent's job to make sure their child lives the best, happiest life possible? Wild animals raise their young with as much care as any human parent, but when it's time for them to leave the nest, they let them leave. Why humans think that taking care of their own child is something that needs to be paid back and have so many expectations of how their child will live their life, I'll never know.
Are you implying that I'm a worse mother than a wild animal? And you wonder why I don't like you. If you were me, would you be happy welcoming a woman into your family as rude and disrespectful as you? You're not even married yet, and you're already talking back to me and insulting me. If you're this brazen now before even marrying into the family, I can't imagine how you'll be afterwards. How can I possibly accept you as my daughter-in-law when I know how miserable you're going to make all of our lives if you stick around? Don't think you've won just because the wedding is going ahead today as planned. I will wear you down to make you leave if that's what it takes.
Well, you don't have to worry about me being your daughter-in-law because the wedding isn't going to happen like we planned today.
What?
We're canceling the wedding, and we'll be sending all the guests away.
What? Is that true? You're going to leave my son? You've made the right choice. How many people in this world, how many men and potential mothers-in-law are there? There's no reason to have to marry into my family. You can find someone more suited for you. There's no need to be selfish and take my son away from me.
We're calling off the wedding today. We're hoping the guests will understand and be willing to come to our wedding ceremony we're planning to hold next time.
Excuse me? Are you joking? Is this a game to you? Are you playing with my son? Who are you to decide to cancel and reschedule the wedding? Is this a joke to you? I take this very seriously.
Whose fault do you think it is that I can't go through with the wedding today? Do you really think you, of all people, have the right to say that to me after what you've done? We can't have our wedding without John's father here. I wouldn't be able to live with the guilt of letting his father not get to attend the wedding of his only child. I had no choice but to postpone the wedding since your husband won't be here. Of course, we're all devastated that we didn't get to go through with the wedding today. This situation was created solely by you. So why are you getting so upset?
What's all this nonsense? Just say what you mean. What do you mean my husband won't be here? He got dressed in his nicest suit as soon as he woke up this morning, and he hasn't been able to sit still with how excited he was for the wedding. Of course he's coming.
You knew how excited he was for our wedding, and you still decided to ruin it. How selfish and nasty can a person be to completely ignore everyone else's hopes and wishes, only to focus on their own childish, stubborn, and spoiled feelings? No matter how hard I try to see it from your side, I just can't understand why you're doing this.
Stop! I've had enough of you speaking nonsense. Where is my husband? Why isn't he coming? He hasn't come to the ceremony hall, and he won't pick up his phone. Do you have something to do with this? You do, don't you? Not to mention, after you went into the shed on our roof and I locked it, I threw away the key. How did you get out of there? Tell me now.
You didn't lock me in there. You locked your husband in there.
What?
When I went to the rooftop to look for the ring, your husband was up there watering the vegetable plants. I told him why I was there, and he said I shouldn't be digging around in an old dusty shed on my wedding day, and told me to hurry to the wedding venue and that he'll look for the ring. He said he'd come to the wedding venue right after finding the ring and get ready to greet the guests, but he didn't show up for over an hour. I got this strange feeling that something was off. Up until today, you'd always treated me like a wicked thief that was trying to steal her son away from her. But for some reason, on our wedding day, you decided to start being friendly with me? It didn't make sense. Thinking about it, why would you store a ring that's apparently so important to you in an old shed on the roof? He wouldn't pick up my calls, and he wasn't at the venue either. I thought that was strange, so I took a taxi back to your place and went up to the roof. He wasn't there. I tried to get into the shed, but it wouldn't open. I didn't want to worry my fiancé about this, so I called a locksmith, and he came and opened the shed for me. Lo and behold, your husband was in that shed in over 95-degree heat, passed out on the floor.
What? Why would he do something so stupid? I meant to lock you in there. How did my husband end up passed out in there? How is he? Is he okay? He's not dead, is he?
I called an ambulance. He's in the emergency room right now. The paramedics said it was heat stroke. He's woken up, but he's still out of it. They've got him hooked up to an IV drip at the hospital.
But why did he even go in there in the first place? What a mess he's caused. Stupid old man. There's a perfectly healthy young person there. What kind of stupid old man would go digging around on his knees in a shed when someone else could have done it? All men are the same, young and old. It's ridiculous. All the same. If they see a young woman, suddenly they transform into knights in shining armor and they're at her beck and call. Anything to impress a pretty face. Stupid men.
Do you really think that's appropriate to say about your husband when he's in the hospital? You locked him in there. How can you say it's his fault for trying to help me? How can you say such vile things to your family? I was supposed to become your daughter today. How can you be so horrible on such an important day for everyone? I can't imagine how it was to be so selfish that you always put your husband and son behind you, just so you can do what you want, what's best for you. How can you say you love them with a straight face?
Excuse me?
All your life you've been living on the money your husband brought home and splurging it on everything you wanted. Even after your son got a job, you controlled his salary and used as much as you wanted to, only giving him as much as he needed to live. He had to beg you if he wanted to buy something with his own money. Now he says he wants to get married. Are you worried the money would run dry and you'd be left with no more income to leech off of? And that's why you're opposed to our marriage? It's not because I'm not good enough for him, is it? Did you really think no one would catch on?
I can't believe this. I am warning you. Don't you ever tell that to my son, all right? If you even think about telling him all that, I swear I will never forgive you.
He's smarter than me, though, isn't he? You know that. Is there any need for me to tell him? Don't you think he's figured it out for himself? You really think you have him fooled? When he was a kid, he said he didn't understand why his dad had so little money, even though he worked so hard. He didn't understand why he had to ask you for money, even though you didn't work. But once he'd gotten his own job and you started taking his salary, he realized why that was. He loves you. You're his mother. Of course he does. He knows it's not right for you to control his life and use him for his money, but he still doesn't have it in him to say no to you. He told me all this when he proposed to me. He said that that's why he wants to marry me right away, because he just can't stand living like he is anymore. He wants to start his own life.
He really said that? Are you telling me that my son's been talking like that about me behind my back? There's no way. No way. He's my son. Don't be ridiculous. He'd never think that way about me.
He's been worrying about this all the time, constantly. What if, even after we get married, she still constantly asks me for money? I wanted to say no, but she's my mother. Would I be a horrible son if I say no to her? He has gone through so much stress thinking about what to do, but now he said he actually feels better. He said he's finally at ease now that he can take his life into his own hands and start building a future together with me. Do you understand now how he feels? Or are you just going to turn a blind eye to your son's suffering because you don't want to acknowledge the pain you've caused him?
What are you saying? How can you two be so cruel to me? Are you hoping to shock me into having a heart attack? Do you want to send this old woman to the hospital? Do you? If I collapse from all this stress and shock, will you take care of me? Will you?
Well, as I see it, I don't think there's anyone willing to take care of you anymore. We've been to the hospital, me and your son, and talked to your husband, or soon-to-be ex-husband. He says he wants a divorce and to be free from you. He doesn't want to see you ever again. The woman he loved locked him in a shed and threw away the key, and then went by herself to the wedding venue like nothing had happened. He said he's terrified of you.
What outrageous lies! Don't be ridiculous. What grown man would be terrified of his wife? That doesn't make any sense.
You reap what you sow. You must know that. You can't expect to treat your loved ones like they're just something for you to use and control, and when they don't want to be controlled anymore, be surprised? That's absurd. We'll be holding the wedding again soon, with you uninvited, so please keep that in mind and don't contact us again. After that day, we held our wedding once again and didn't invite my husband's mother as we decided. Even though we hadn't invited her, we were still worried that she'd turn up to the wedding and make a scene, but luckily that didn't happen. According to one of our relatives, about the time the wedding ceremony began, she was outside the venue with sunglasses and a coat covering her face watching the wedding. When I heard that she'd watching the wedding from outside, I felt a bit sad for her, but that's it. Her husband divorced her, and the last I've heard is that she's now working in a convenience store or something. I hope that she thinks long and hard about how she's treated the people in her life up until now and make peace with it and live the best life she can. I can't imagine I'll ever see her again, but no matter how much I hate her, she's still my husband's mother. I hope she lives a long, healthy life. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.